Taurus CEO Sharon Williams takes pride in her team and believes strongly in the importance of nurturing and mentoring them. That's why she developed TaurusAcademy. Today I'm joined by Sharon and her current team, Samantha and Ashleigh Duff. Welcome.
Hi.
So Sharon, it really is important to attract a great team, and you've always done that in the 27 years you've been in business. Tell us what goes into attracting a great team like Sam and Ashleigh.
So Robin, I'm a big believer in the law of attraction and chemistry fit, and I look for a lovely smile and I look for shared core values. And if you've got those, then you can get through anything together. Because business and employment and work is tough enough as it is. If you're aligned, then you'll get through it all.
Yeah, it's so true. And Sam, tell us, when did you start working at Taurus, and what's your role?
So I kicked off my role at Taurus initially as an intern in 2017. I was concluding my degree at university with no idea of what I wanted to do. And then Taurus really was an eye-opener. You know, being an integrated agency, I was able to tap in and see different parts of the marketing and PR field. And it opened my eyes of what I really wanted to do. And then I started as an account exec in 2018. And 3.5, almost 4 years, I'm now a senior account manager. So I've definitely fast-tracked through the Taurus program.
That's fantastic to hear. And Ashleigh, you're a new recruit really, but you started just like Sam. You did an intern. You've been doing an internship.
Yes, that's correct. So I started in the Taurus Academy internship program at the beginning of this year, and it's absolutely incredible how much you can learn within a short time, a short 12-week period. I was definitely fast-tracked as well through the Taurus Academy program, and it's incredible how much you learn being exposed to a variety of industries and working on so many things. So yeah, it's
Fantastic.
been incredible.
And Sharon, when did you introduce Taurus Academy?
Oh gosh, Robin, after 26 years, I think it was probably after about 3 years that I realized we were putting together such extraordinary training that we needed to brand this and give it a name. And Taurus Academy, we've put hundreds of young people and not so young people, because sometimes people want career changes and they deserve a chance too. So we founded the business on working mums and have fast-tracked and retrained and brought back to work hundreds and hundreds of wonderful individuals.
And of course, some of them have gone on to do incredible things. We've interviewed a few at TaurusTV recently. So tell us about what some of the staff and team have gone on to do from Taurus, from their Taurus training.
Well, with LinkedIn now and Facebook, I think probably a couple of times a week it pops up. Someone started some new incredible job somewhere, or I'm asked weekly asked to give a reference for somebody, which is pretty special to be asked to give a reference for perhaps someone who worked with me 10 years ago. So there's wonderful friendships and wonderful joys in seeing what people go on to do, and of course the babies that come and the marriages and the businesses that are grown. We've sponsored a lot of people from overseas, so over the years we've given new lives to people. So it's got to be one of the biggest joys and pride of running Taurus.
Yeah, the team that you've mentored. And Sam, some of the projects that you've done, I mean, you obviously started as an intern, you know, and you've learnt so much since you've been at Taurus. What's some of the highlights of the time that you've been? It's 3.5 years, coming on to 4.
Coming on to 4, so that's a long time and a lot of experiences and clients we've worked on. We've launched beauty products in Australia. We've launched, new buildings and venues. We've had the Prime Minister recently open up one of our buildings, and then we've gone on to crisis management. So it's been a fun roller coaster with different industries and different events, I guess. So
and
very
a rich
exciting
variety of work as well.
Absolutely. You know, one day you're working on something very light and fun, like, you know, a fitness app, and then next, you know, you're deep into tech and now crypto, which is so exciting, and it demonstrates how much we've evolved over the years. I mean, tech is our sweet spot, but we're always, you know, revolutionizing. We're going for gold, and I think our clients really demonstrate that.
Yeah, and I love the new gold logo, I have to say.
Yes.
So Ashleigh, you know, in the time that you've been here, what have you learned? What are some of the key things you've learned from, because you've got Sharon as a role model, but you've also got Sam as a role model.
Yeah, absolutely. Having Sam and Sharon as a mentor is, oh my goodness, it's such a great opportunity for me. From day one, I have learnt so much from walking in those doors as a Taurus Academy intern to today as an account executive. It's absolutely incredible the amount of things I've learnt in the PR space and social media. I think in particular I've learnt skills of communication skills, so verbal and written, as well as leadership. So I have the privilege at the moment of running the Taurus Academy internship program.
Brilliant.
And from that I have learnt so much about managing people and leadership essentially, and I'm so grateful to have that role as an account executive in such a junior position.
That's great.
Yeah.
And Sam, how would you describe Sharon's leadership style?
Noble, for sure. And I think that's a really good thing, because the thing with Sharon is she gives you feedback on the go, and that's what you need as an employee. It's not always about hearing how good you're doing, it's also how to improve and how to link back things to strategy, and that's what makes you really excel and fly high. And she's very nurturing as well. So I think the professional and personal interaction, I think, really makes that stand out as a leader and a boss.
I agree. And Sharon, you sometimes say, you know, I heard you say earlier on that you don't refer to your team as employees, you refer to them as your team. Why is that?
Oh yes, no, they're my tribe. They're my we are as one. So my job is to lift them and lift them onto their life's journey. And I say to them all the time, we work to live, not live to work, and that I want them to love their work. And it's a bit of a cliche to say the team is like family. I think families are complex, and that opens you up to too many other thoughts. But certainly I want them to go home at night and think, I've had a great day. And
Yeah.
that's my job to make sure that that's the case.
Yeah, and Sam and Ashleigh, I bet that's how you feel.
Yes,
Just hearing you
absolutely.
talk about your jobs.
Yeah.
And if you were to describe Taurus to someone else, what were the three things that you would say are the key benefits of Taurus?
I think we have a very strong culture, and there's a lot of trust between us. We're all very equally aligned. Our core values are so strong. We all have different personalities, but those core values is exactly what makes us, I think, work so well together. And of course, we've got our Taurus bullseye, which I think makes us stand out so much more than a lot of our industry peers. We work differently. It's so much more, you know, we go back to our clients and build strong relationships, and we use that bullseye as quite a foundation in how we do that.
Excellent. And Ashleigh?
So for me, when I'm speaking to my family and friends, I'm constantly catching myself talking about how supportive the Taurus community is, and how we're constantly building each other up and growing together. And another thing that I absolutely love about Taurus is the training opportunities. So ever since I walked in those doors as an intern, I've been built up from my internship, and from today it's incredible the amount of things that I've learnt.
Excellent, excellent. Sharon, that's something to be proud of.
Yes, isn't it wonderful?
Yeah. So Sharon, when you're looking for people to build a great team, what are you mainly looking for?
I'm looking for a sparkle in their eyes, so a smile. So a love of life, a passion.
These lovely smiles
Yeah,
here.
yeah, you've got
I can see why you got the job.
you've got to be an optimistic, passionate person to come and work at Taurus. You've got to have a half cup full attitude to life. So that's the first impression, and then it's the shared core values of we're going to see it through loyalty, watching each other's back, making sure our clients are foremost. And I actually feel really supported myself by our team. So it's not a one-way thing. I'm not giving out to them all day, every day, although I am. But it's a two-way thing, isn't it? We're all part of a network that is based on very strong Taurus core values, and I really believe our clients feel that.
And that is why you've been in business for over 27 years, Sharon. It's lovely to talk to you today. Thank you.
Likewise,
Robin.
Thank you, Robin.